Good evening and welcome to the Australian Fighting Championships AFC. It is in Jiang, China, our second night in a row. I welcome Josh Warner. I'm Matt Pilios. Very, very happy to be here. Unbelievable scenes here, Josh Warner.
Thanks, Matty. Good to be here again. It's going to be incredibly tough to top what we saw last night. However, we've got a card stack. Any card's going to top last night, it's going to be tonight.
It's warm. It's a packed house. It's going to be a great night tonight. We'll go to our first fight of the evening with John DeMicoli, centre of the cage.
Jiang, China, Doja Ho. I can't hear you, Jiang, China, Doja Ho. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live right here at the AFC MMA Club Arena in downtown Jiang, China. My name is John DeMicoli. It is an honor and a pleasure to be your MC for this evening. What a night it's going to be here on our Saturday night show of AFC China. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? One more time, I can't hear you in the center of the cage. Really bad acoustics. Are you ready? Let's kick it off, ladies and gentlemen, with bout number one on the card. Fighting out of the red corner, representing China, Jiang, Kefeng.
We have Jiang Kefeng from China coming out, very well built together and very big wraps on this fighter, Josh.
Yeah, he's a huge middleweight. I mean, when you look at his frame here right now, really broad shoulders, really big across the chest. He's actually quoted as a wrestler, which is a little bit unusual for a Chinese fight. Usually they're stand-up striking type guys, so worked his wrestling a lot. Another one of the Institute and Academy boys, to be very well prepared, but is up against a really tough opponent in Mohammad tonight.
Packed arena here in China, Jiang. Homegrown, a little bit of pressure the first fight of the evening representing his country.
Huge pressure. Zhao Lin fought last night, was the first fight of the night.
She was.
Representing China, unfortunately lost on that occasion, so the Chinese crowd is pumped here. There's a big crowd. They're going to want the hometown boy to win just to lift the vibe of the night for this packed attendance.
And how good is this AFC stadium, Josh? I love being here. Again, we mentioned it earlier and last night. It smells unbelievable. It's clean. It's two levels. I mean, we're fortunate enough to commentate in the Melbourne Pavilion for the AFC, but this is like the Melbourne Pavilion Stadium in Jiang, China, with the two levels.
Yeah, as we said, purpose-built stadium. It's fantastic. I mean, this wasn't here that long ago. It's been built for the AFC. It's a perfect martial arts arena. You can see from every position in the building. The catering staff here, the staff are fantastic, and I couldn't ask for a better place to call a fight.
And Jiang, the Kefeng, makes his way in.
Looks nice and relaxed too.
A bit of Phil Collins too.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, Mohammad Issa Posalamati.
Mohammad on the way to the ring. I will admit I did choose this song for him, so there you go. Hope you all like Scribe.
Mohammad last night in the corner, Josh, we did see him for his...
Masamao, that's right. Masamao Togan trains with Mohammad. Both Muay Thai fighters. Mohammad's actually got K1 tattooed on the back of his calf.
Yeah.
So that will give you an indication in relation to how passionate he is about K1.
Great to have the mix of cultures for the AFC. Adam, Kelly and the team done an amazing job, and I'm really excited about this first fight of the evening.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, we've got fighters from all over the planet. Obviously, we've got the Australian and China representation, but Japan, Iran, Finland, America. We've got the creme de la creme of young, emerging fighters, and they're going to showcase that. Last night, all fantastic fights, 7 competitive, really enthralling fights, and I'm expecting the same tonight.
Last night, a very warm night in China. Tonight, pretty warm, probably not as hot as last night. It'll be interesting to see how Mohammad G goes in this climate.
It's a bit cooler, but there's more people. There's at least another quarter above what we had last night. And when you're in an arena like this, that's going to bring more natural body heat as well. So it is warm. The fighters are going to have to be aware of that in managing their cardio if the fights go into the second and third rounds tonight, or the 5th round in our main event.
And here he comes into the cage. Josh, we're walking around earlier, and very excited fans in this building, that's for sure. And we're very excited for this first fight of the evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your opening bout of AFC MMA right here in China. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 by 5 minute rounds. in the AFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he's a striker standing 186 centimeters tall, an official weight of 90.55 kilograms, 2 wins with 1 loss. Fighting out of the AFC gym in Jiang, China, ladies and gentlemen, Jiang Kefeng. And across the cage, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. This man's a mixed martial artist, standing 188 centimeters tall, an official weight of 93.75 kilograms, a record of 5 wins, 4 losses. Fighting out of the Ghaedibardeh gym in Iran, ladies and gentlemen, Mohammad Salamati.
Yeah, not much of an ovation for Mohammad Ghaedibardeh, but very excited for this one. Both fighters are centre of the cage. You also hear our translator Josh as well for our Chinese fans in this stadium. Going to be a very even fight. Tail of the tape very even as well. Very excited.
Yeah, doing a fantastic job, the Chinese translator here as well, and just gets the crowd pumped up, which is what we want to see.
It is packed here. AFC in China. Absolute honour to be here with you, Josh. Wanted to do this amazing card. 2 nights in a row it's been. First fight of the evening. What a card we've got tonight, including our lightweight title on the line tonight. Round number 1.
So I'd expect Mohammad to keep this one standing as much as he can. Keep his distance. Don't let his opponent get hold of him. If Jiang does get hold of him, his wrestling base is very strong. So look again, straight away, inside leg kick and then moving. Really what I expected to see early on here. Good outside leg kick though from Jiang.
And circling away is Mohammad from the big right hand.
Yeah, very smart. I was watching Mohammad spar over the last 2 or 3 days. Got a really good left high kick as well, so expecting to snap that out during this fight.
That was his first offence there. Both guys really evenly matched in size, aren't they?
They are. They're height-wise perfect, but you can see, as we said earlier, Jiang's got that sort of breadth around his chest there. He's a huge boy.
Yeah, he's very thick.
Oh, good right hand too. Okay, so here we go. So this is where I'm expecting now the clinch. Mohammad definitely got the Thai clinch advantage, but if Jiang can get the underhooks in, get his hands clasped, he'll get his way to the ground really quickly.
Be interesting to see how Jiang copes with the Thai clinch. I mean, because unless you've done a lot of Muay Thai, very hard to know to get out. Saw it years ago with Rich Franklin and Anderson Silva.
Takedown. Sorry, mate, at the butting, but he's got the takedown early on. However, Mohammad's on top looking for the Kimura. This is a power move here. Technically, not overly difficult to pull off. It's all about the body strength. Has he got the arm strength to wrench that arm back and lock the Kimura in?
Wouldn't this shock the Chinese crowd?
Not what I expected to see him on the ground going for the submission. Here we go now. So he's going to try and stretch that arm out. Oh, he's tapped.
Oh,
he's
it's over. Unbelievable.
Wow. That wasn't even a Kimura. That was like a straight armbar sort of arm wrench, but he's submitted.
Big win for our Iranian fighter. And they're very, very happy. And against the odds, it's the old Rocky Balboa Russia story here for this.
Silence, absolute stunned silence in the crowd. It didn't even look like much was going on. We got a bad angle from the commentary position, but it didn't look like much was going on. And then he saw the big tap. Looking at the highlights here. A few good leg kicks. There wasn't really a lot of action to really commentate in this fight. The guys were sort of feeling each other out. Got into the clinch position. The fight got to the ground. Mohammad landed on top in dominant position. Pulled out the submission and fight's over. We'll throw John Dibacoli centre cage for the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute and 38 seconds into the very first round. This fight ended, declaring a winner by tap out via armbar. Blue corner, Mohammad Salamati.
Mohammad has come all the way from Iran. Let's give him a big round of applause. Very hard to fight. The first homegrown on the first fight.
这位选手呢是来自于伊朗的选手，这也是他第一次来到我们中国参加比赛。那他这样一场比赛能够一下子赢得，那他也现在也是非常的开心。
How did you feel going against such a big crowd advantage for the Chinese?
他觉得呢，我们中国的观众今天真的是非常的热情啊。那今天他能够在我们比赛的第一场赢得胜利。 受非常大的辛苦。那现在我们也正在采访我们这位选手，看看他此时此刻都有怎样的感受。
This win is for all the Chinese people. I love this country. I want to thank them for supporting me.
哦，那这位选手也是非常喜欢我们中国，也希望我们现场的朋友们能够一直的支持他，并且他也很感谢各位今天能够带给他掌声和鼓励。
Big round of applause for Mohammad Isha Pola Salamafti.
哦，再一次掌声欢送我们这位